Right, it's time to round off the round one action here for you at Barnsley Metrodome in the opening Players' Championship event of the year. And we have rapid Ricky Evans, the fastest player on the planet, and Jurjen Van Der Velde, young Dutchman who's not long turned 20 years old, got himself on the PDC circuit, but he might be one to watch, this lad. He has got an incredible youth pedigree.
130.
Won the Junior Darts Corporation World Championship. He won the World Masters Boys, both of those
60.
about 4.5 years ago. Won various other WDF events as a youth, but a couple of wins on the Challenge Tour last year. A couple of wins on the Youth Tour over the last couple of years.
60.
And because he was so good in the Challenge Tour last year, he actually played in half a dozen of these events as well, making up the numbers. Now, he went out in round one
43.
for 5 of them. But the other one, he did win his opening game, and he beat Rapid Ricky Evans. So can he repeat the trick and get himself his first win as a tour card holder?
96.
Certainly a very exciting young player. Plenty of them about nowadays. To be fair, Ricky Evans
60.
was in that category for so very long. More an established tour pro nowadays.
99.
It's a pretty solid start from Jurjen. Potential 5-visit leg.
135.
Ricky can't get himself to a finish, so pressure's off. Lovely dart, double 16. Yeah, really good, that. Jurjen Van Der Velde moving over to the left to find the treble 20, moving back to the centre of the oche, composing himself. 15 dart start to his life as a tour card
57.
holder. That will do. Now that's interesting over on board 16. Vladimir Andersen,
96.
first Danish player to come through Q School and get himself on the PDC circuit. Had a bit of a nightmare experience last year.
140.
Missed a load of tournaments, just sort of walked away and didn't feel happy, lost his confidence. Just maybe considering whether it was worth it. Well, he's turned up today. And all right, it's not a stellar average, but he's 5-3 up on a multiple world champion in Scott Waits. Gets another leg and get a win on the board, and they were few and far between last year for Vladimir. Very interested to see how young Irishman Dylan Slevin goes over
46.
the next few months. A lot of people have been talking him up. He's 4-2 up on Damien Mole and averaging 105. I think we might have a serious player on our hands here. Ricky Evans putting in a serious leg of darts, though. A couple of 140s in this to leave himself on 64 after 12.
99.
Double 16 it is.
32.
Double 16 is missed. Ooh, hello. Couldn't follow it. Perhaps a little bit low in the bed to be ideal. Couldn't slide in alongside it.
100.
Similar problem there with that final dart.
Game shot.
And 32 is taken out with no delay from Rapid Ricky.
$58.
It's the first time I've seen Van Der Velde in the flesh playing darts.
96.
Certainly since he was playing JDC stuff a number of years ago. It's quite a steady, composed setup, and then it does sort of burst into life, that action.
96.
Can't really argue with the results, though, can you? It's an encouraging start. Bradley Brooks, a former
97.
product of the Junior Darts Corporation himself, a 6-3 winner over John O'Shea. Good 96 average there from Bam Bam. Two of the returning tour card holders duking it out over on board 15. Jeffrey Desvan, former match play semi-finalist, and Aaron Monk, former World Youth Champion.
41.
Both back on the tour, and Desvan is 2-1 up in that one. Dylan Slevin has beaten Damien Mole. Beaten him well as well, averaging over 100. What a start to life as a professional darts player for Dylan Slevin. Very excited to see more of him.
140.
I'm getting increasingly excited about Jurjen Van Der Velde, I'll be honest with you.
140.
Ricky Evans just reminding him that this leg is not his just yet. But it is now.
Shot.
You can have that and keep it forever, treasure it.
$140.
Vladimir Anderson has got the win. He's beaten Scott Waits by 6 legs to 4. Significant win for the Danish number 1. Oh, what a first dart that is. Surely it's a ton 40 from there. Yeah.
140.
Wonderfully done. Pascal Ruprecht is beginning his life as a professional darts player. Improbably.
58.
Bloke had never really played until about a year and a half ago. He's 3-1 up on Keane Barry and averaging in the 90s. Astonishing stuff.
180.
Very, very good. Jurjen Van Der Velde, you can come again. Well, you will be over the next couple of years, and potentially many, many
99.
more. Florian Hempel, the German, 5-2 up on Canada's Jeff Smith. That's over on board number 2. Winner of this one, of course, faces Raymond van Barneveld after that absolute thriller of a contest with Gabriel Clemens.
78.
At this rate, Jurjen Van Der Velde may be picking up his 2nd win on the PDC senior circuit, and both of them would have been against Ricky Evans. Welcome
60.
Mark Wilson back into the comms box. Well, we've got a player here in Jurjen Van Der Velde.
Yeah, certainly have.
86.
He looks a talent, doesn't he? And Ricky Evans, well, he's left tops, but I'm not so sure he'll be confident he'll be coming back to the board for this. Needs to stay straight here for a shot at tops himself. And he's just got to move along the hockey. That second dart quite high, and he can't quite adjust. And well, Ricky Evans, I think, will be relieved here that he can make this 2-2. But he too is over the top, but the adjustment in a blink of an eye means it's 2-2.
Yeah, the target was getting smaller and smaller and smaller for Jurjen there. He was not very far away from it, but a dart missed for a 3-1 lead. It's all going with throws 60. So far, but Van Der Velde averaging 97 at the minute. Ricky Evans in the high 80s. Van Der Velde has been the better player, but it counts for nothing going forward. They're all level.
It's always interesting, isn't it, when we get to see the start of a new journey for a new face. You wonder how they'll get on. 60. And well, look at that, 3 kissing the wire, but crucially for Van Der Velde, all the top side of that wire, and Ricky Evans piles in, and you just wonder if that missed dart at tops for Van Der Velde could be a crucial moment in this match.
Yeah, lots of exciting new faces.
57.
Jurjen Van Der Velde, one of them. Just seen Dylan Slevin, who looks a real talent, win his first ever game 46. In PDC darts with 103 average.
As you do.
Yeah, well, quite. As apparently, that's what he does do. Oh, here we go. He's first to a finish, improbably. He was chasing and chasing and chasing all leg, Jurjen Van Der Velde. But no treble here from Ricky, 58. And all of a sudden, Van Der Velde's favourite for the leg again.
This would rectify things beautifully. Oh, he's in as well. Another one of those. Oh, just underneath. So we're 96. Hoping that Evans can't take care of 1, 2, 3. Evans has hit the treble though. Every chance here as he needs the bullseye, and he gets it. What a shot from rapid Ricky Evans. He looked down and out in the leg and hits the bullseye.
1, 2, 3 check out from rapid Ricky, and look at him quite literally moving through the gears. He's getting faster and faster. as he's getting more and more comfortable. And we've seen far more experienced players than Jurjen Van Der Velde get caught up in the Ricky Evans whirlwind in the past few years, and it's a very difficult thing to withstand.
95.
It is. You know, we talk about things changing in a blink of an eye, but he can throw a leg in the blink of an eye, Ricky Evans, and before you know it, the game has been and gone. And it'd be interesting how Van Der Velde copes here, won't it, with the speed? Can he maintain his own speed of throw?
Well, that coupled with the fact he'll feel he's been the better player
96.
from the start of this game, and he's 3-2 down. There's one thing you can't practice for and prepare for. It's experience, and the experience of this new thing for Jurjen Van Der Velde. Oh, how about this? How about it? Very nearly the biggest finish in the game to follow the 1-2-3 in the previous leg. But Ricky Evans is motoring now.
He is. Van Der Velde can stop him in his tracks, but he can't get the treble he needs. So Ricky, who's been battering in the big scores, needs to take care of 25, possible 14 dart leg, 9 for double eights. Needs to go this, and does, and crucially, Ricky Evans, on the back of that Van Der Velde miss at tops, has taken out 2 legs, and look at what it means to him. He's 2 legs away from a place in the last 64.
Well, Van Der Velde's average is climbing, and he's getting further and further behind. He's either won the leg or he's been left on quite simple finishes. 12 there, 60 in 42. Another leg. He missed that dart at tops in the other one he lost. He is playing consistently very, very well here, Jurjen Van Der Velde, and Ricky Evans is just about doing enough in the majority of legs.
He is. Speaking about just doing enough, Darren Webster's just scraped through in his game by 6 legs to 5.
60.
Darren Webster through. Latest name to make it through to the last 64. Already some great ties. Rob Cross, Vincent van der Voort. Dave Chisnell against Mike Covenhoven.
Yeah, we've got some round 2 games underway now, actually. Johnny Clayton and Nick Kenny, an all-Welsh clash. That's 2 apiece. Ian White, 1 apiece with Geert Nenches, the man who took out Michael van Gerwen. Michael Smith, the world champion, 2-0 up on Brian Rahman. And Damon Etto averaged 108 in the first round. Has lost the first leg against Chris Landman, a late replacement after Gerwin Price's withdrawal. But Jurjen Van Der Velde is hit back in this leg. Couple of 2 treble visits back-to-back. Just looking to stop the rot after losing 3 legs in succession.
Yeah, 67. The target. Nice first start. Double 8 then to tidy up 2 dart finish. That was impressive from the youngster. Just going back to Gerwin Price, you were obviously at the Premier League on Thursday night, and how nice was it to see Gerwin Price playing with a smile on his face?
I think he probably needed it. Gerwin Price he played the World Series event, back-to-back finals in Bahrain and Copenhagen, playing some good stuff, but it was a disappointing World Championship campaign. He looked disinterested in the opening night of the Premier League, but 96. There's nothing to boost your enthusiasm and your interest and your desire to compete than playing well and winning. And his victory against Michael van Gerwen in Cardiff was genuinely astonishing. There's about 15 points difference in the averages, and he still managed to come through and win. Yeah,
it was a crazy game. Yeah, Ricky Evans, who 42. Had that burst, is now stumbling here, and Van Der Velde's got the darts here, only 7 points behind, and looking now for cover. Nicely, can he slide another one in alongside it?
96.
Only 96, but he's taken the darts here, and he's got a real chance to break back and level at 4-4.
I'm so impressed with this lad. Not only does he look brilliant, but we mentioned a couple of legs ago, as Ricky Evans seemed to be turning the screw, that it's a difficult thing to deal with. Not only the pace, but a new experience for him. I'm sure he'll be feeling the pressure or some 65. Sort of nerves and anxiety. And having been 4-2 down, he's fired in a 14 darter. He's got a potential 15 darter here 100. To break the throw and level the game, and he'd probably become favourite for the match if he can get this leg in the bag.
Treble 20 would make life interesting. He needs one now to leave a finish, and he's got it. So he's looking now at double 18.
80.
Can't quite get it. He'll hope to come back. Ricky Evans already hit 1, 2, 3, needs 1, 4, 2, and it's not going to go. So Van Der Velde is 58. A dart away potentially from levelling up at 4-4.
Not missed many opportunities, Jurjen Van Der Velde. Oh, and he doesn't miss that one again, showing some real composure. Last month, he only turned, no, sorry, December, he only turned 20. He's a very young man. Yes, he's got a great youth record. Yes, he's won a couple of titles on the second-tier system, the Challenge Tour. But this would only be his second win in senior PDC darts, having played a handful of these tournaments last year, making up the numbers.
His technique looks pretty straightforward, doesn't it? It doesn't look a lot that can go wrong with it. So he's got away with an opening 60 after Evans replies with an identical score. In effect now the best of 3. Needs a treble. Doesn't get 59. One. Crucial moments in this 9th leg.
One of the second-round games just getting underway involves Josh Rock, who was the new sensation last year, of course. Everybody justifiably excited to see Josh Rock in action all the way through 2022. 93. They'll be just as excited to see him this year, to see if he can build upon that success. But as always, there's just the conveyor belt of exciting new talent coming through. And Jurjen Van Der Velde, Dylan Slevin, who I've already mentioned, a couple of the players that you should certainly be keeping an eye on over the next few weeks and months.
98.
So Van Der Velde, 61 in front. Evans coming down for cover.
98.
Only one, 98. Well, it's got him down to a finish, but you'd feel that Van Der Velde should at least have a 2-dart shot at the end of this one. It'd be even better, but the deflection in the treble 1 hurts.
83.
83 after that opening dart, Dan, feels like a bit of a letdown for him.
I think he will be a little bit frustrated.
59.
Ricky Evans flying around the board, leaves himself an awkward 95. I'm not sure about the board management there. Don't think that's wise. It may not matter. Well, it does matter. So Ricky's got a decision to make. Treble 19 for double 60. 19, or he could go at the bullseye here.
He's looking down the board, and he's hit big 3, which was almost 39. A good miss, but he couldn't hit the treble to follow it up. So Van Der Velde then, 48 needed for the lead. 8 for tops. Underneath, double 10, big dart this, and he gets it. He gets it to lead 5-4. Ricky Evans all of a sudden is throwing to stay in the tournament.
He is showing some immense composure here, Jurjen Van Der Velde. Very, very impressive. Speaking of impressive, Josh Rock's 2-1 up, average 113. I suppose it's just what he does, isn't it?
It's crazy watching the numbers 96. Coming in, isn't it? Watching the scores being hit, but Evans here looking for a maximum, and that gives him a great chance in this 10th leg. All he can do is hold throw and make Van Der Velde throw for the match. And he can't find a treble. Only 60, not enough. So Evans here with plenty of time. But he doesn't generally take plenty of time, Ricky Evans. And look at his face. He's not happy with that second dart at all.
59.
Well, he's frustrated there, but 200 points ahead, Ricky. I don't really think you need to be berating yourself too much in this particular instance.
59.
So he's treble 19, gets it, so he's going to leave himself tops. That was better board management from Ricky, a little bit more straightforward, but he gets the job done. And he's one away from 5-5, and it would be our 3rd successive 96. Last leg decider, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but they've been good, haven't they? Does he bust it?
He does.
Yeah.
He had
no
to.
Score.
That second dart looked a little bit lackluster, didn't it?
I think he throws it so quick, and he has got quicker as the game has gone on. You do wonder whether he's set it right in his hand 100. Every single time.
Well, tops he needs again. 10s he needs again. Well, he won't bust it this time. and he's
30.
missed. So Van Der Velde needs 90 for the match.
Should start on the 20s. Is it going to be a conventional route for him? It is, so he'll stay there. And it's double 5. And Ricky Evans missed it. Jurjen Van Der Velde misses it for the match.
And now Evans needs it and gets it. 5-5 on double 5. And a fist bump between the two, but Van Der Velde will be looking at that double 5 and thinking if only that had gone in, he wouldn't have to be throwing here. So Ricky Evans has given himself a lifeline, and he'll fancy
100.
that he can win this match as the Van Der Velde goes off with a steady ton.
Well, I've been so impressed with this young man's composure throughout this game. Some last start doubles
40.
hit, some doubles hit under pressure, managing to come from behind. But it does look like the man with far more experience, Ricky Evans, is the one who's struggling to deal with things. He not reacted brilliantly to that bounce out, and Jurjen Van Der Velde has really punished him there.
That is a great visit, but Evans, credit to him, despite being on the ropes, continues to throw some haymakers. Only a dart behind. But that's another great switch to the 18s. Wow, that's 3 out of 3 he's hit on treble 18 in his last 2 visits.
He's just making good decisions. He'd moved to the 18s to give himself a chance of leaving a finish. Hits the trebles. There is so much good stuff going on here in this game from Jurjen Van Der Velde. Composure, accuracy. All right, the average isn't up at 100 as it was for a lot of this game, but it's still in the mid-90s, and he's going to leave himself 80. It's the shot that earlier on in this match looked like it might have turned in Ricky Evans' favour when Van Der Velde missed
77.
it, but that is another one on the floor from Ricky Evans, and I think justifiably he's getting annoyed now.
Yeah, that's crucial. 2 in this leg. 80 then for the match. Stay straight and a shot at tops awaits, and crucially he's not gone too high this time. Tops for the match.
40.
But he will be back with Evans way off on 192.
You will never see 3 darts thrown quicker, but Ricky Evans might be about to go out in round 1 of a Players' Championship event for the 2nd time to this young man. He has now missed 3 match darts. He does not miss a 4th. Jurjen Van Der Velde, the 20-year-old from the Netherlands, his first game as a tour card holder, he beats Rapid Ricky Evans, and his reward is a meeting with the 5-time world champion Raymond van Barneveld in the 2nd round. A stunning display of composure from Van Der Velde, a 92 average, very, very respectable, and 43% on the doubles, getting the job done just about against Rapid Ricky.